Welcome to my channel and to this video. Today we are going to talk about the Dakar Rally, the race that opens the motorsport season every year. Of course, it's a mythological race, but what is Dakar and why does it have this name, Dakar, the name of the capital city of Senegal, if they race in Saudi Arabia? Well, it's simple. The Dakar Rally started in 1979 and it started from Paris, arriving in Dakar, Senegal. This is the reason why in the first years it was named Paris-Dakar. Then they stopped starting the race always from Paris. They started from Europe, arriving in Africa, arriving in Dakar, so the name remained just Dakar. And it was like this until in 2008 they had to cancel the race days before they started because of the troubles of the political situation in some of the countries of Africa where the Dakar had to transit, as for example Mauritania. So as the organizers couldn't guarantee the safety conditions necessary to race in Africa, they decided to move the race to South America, maintaining the spirit but changing the landscape of the race in Argentina, Chile and Peru. But the name remained the same, Dakar, and the name kept being the same even when the race moved to Saudi Arabia, where the landscape is more similar to the Saharan desert, because now there is again in a sandy desert like the one of Saudi Arabia. The Dakar Rally is a rally race and is part of the World Rally Race Championship, but the race itself stands as more popular than the championship, as often happens in the motorsports world. Just focus, for example, on the 24 hours of Le Mans that is more popular than the World Endurance Championship, or the Indy 500 that is more popular than the IndyCar series. And the Dakar Rally lasts about the double in comparison to the other races of the World Rally Race Championship. The starting order of every stage is established by the results of the previous stage, so the winner has a priority as a start position. At the start line, riders and drivers receive the road book with the paths to follow to get to the end of the stage. Yeah, you've heard it well, because riders and drivers just know before the stage only the starting point and the arrival point, but they don't have any idea of the road to follow. So the navigation is completely different in comparison with the WRC Rally, where the co-driver role is to have a pace note which helps the driver to go faster. In Dakar, the co-driver has to help the driver just to follow the right way. This is the reason why in the past we have seen something particular, as for example the split of the legendary WRC couple formed by Sébastien Loeb and Daniel Elena, a fantastic co-driver that had no experience of the desert. This is the reason why Loeb decided to take someone who better knows how this kind of race works. In order to help the drivers and the riders to follow the right way, there are checkpoints, there are visible checkpoints, security checkpoints in order to avoid dangers on the road, but also hidden checkpoints. And the organizers put marshals and race clerks at every checkpoint to check that a relevant driver or rider passes from that checkpoint, so if you miss a checkpoint you can lose a lot of time or be penalized. The stages are long 500 to 900 kilometers with all the best of the off-road challenge. There's also a marathon stage of 48 hours where drivers and riders cannot have any assistance. They have to do everything themselves, from small setup adjustments to big repairs. They can only be helped by other crews. The quad category has been cancelled this year for lack of participants, so the most important category is always the bike ones, that is considered the most prestigious of Dakar. Then there is the category of cars that has built its own big legacy in Dakar. There are side-by-side that are mainly used by youngsters who aim to reach the cars category. And there's the track category that is not there just for the show, but also to help other participants, for example when they remain stuck in the sand, because the track drivers often help cars and bikes to get out of it. And then there is the classic Dakar for cars that have already participated in historic Dakar races, and the original category for bikers that do it all themselves. I know you were expecting me to tell you who will be the winners of Dakar, but I am not a magician, I don't have the crystal ball. What I can say is that in the cars category, the star driver of Toyota is Seth Quintero. The reigning champ Carlos Sainz has already retired after having rolled. Audi decided to retire from its electrical buggy project, thus leaving without any contract Monsieur Dakar, Stéphane Peterhansel, the driver and rider who won most Dakar in the history, that this year will not participate to the race. Nasser Al-Attiyah with the new project of Dacia. And I'm very curious to see what they will be able to do. Toby Price and Sam Sunderland, they are former rivals in the bike category. They are both winners of the Dakar in the bike category, but now they will share the same cockpit on four wheels as a driver and a co-driver to try to win Dakar once again. In the bikes, obviously the favorite is Ricky Brabeck, the reigning champ, and Ross Branch, that is the reigning champ of the W2RC Championship and also the runner-up of the last Dakar. But please don't forget to take into consideration Daniel Sanders as well, because in the past years he has demonstrated to be a very fast rider, but he has had a lack of consistency that has prevented him from winning the Dakar. Maybe this year could be the right year for him. Between the top riders, let's not forget the brothers Benavides, Kevin and Luciano, that this year we share the same team. In the truck category, the situation is a little bit strange because there was a Russian domination with drivers and manufacturer KAMAZ, but after the start of the war between Russia and Ukraine, Russian manufacturers and drivers were banned from Dakar, so now the favorites to win the Dakar are for sure Maciek, the two Van den Brink, Lopre, who's the son of another Dakar legend, and I would not forget the world-class road racing rider Danilo Petrucci, superbike rider, former MotoGP rider, who has already won a Dakar stage in the category of bikes and this year tries it again as a rookie in the truck category. So thank you for watching this video. Please put a like if you liked it. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel and to activate notifications in order to know when the next video will be published. We will talk again about Dakar Rally 1 week after it starts to recap what will be happening. See you soon. Ciao!